Yeah, and that's all we need. You plus me, like a good life, good life. 100% I love me, come figure your way you are. Hey, with some guy you talk, but 50-50 law. You know love, man, with them things, them say you show off. You're a diamond, I do your thing, tra la 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 la. Shape with the skin dipped in melanin. Shape in your jeans, girl, you're genuine. Miss Goody, goody, good, you match my energy. I wanna give you my heart and give you everything, yeah. Someone like you, need someone like me, that's the good life.
WEFM is SVG.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now. WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997.
It's 9:31 and we are here to keep you company until in just a couple minutes from now when we say goodbye to you. But right now, the lines are open for you to give us a call, propose a topic of your choice, bring up something new, bring up something we've discussed earlier. It doesn't matter once it is radio worthy and we can have a discussion on it. So this is the Talk to Us segment of the Activated Mornings with Roleza and Dianna. Lines are open. If you are going to give us a call, now is the time to do so. Otherwise... and the otherwise is taking effect, we are going to talk about a topic. So we have a topic for you. You will call us now to speak on our topic. Give us your opinion on this one, right? But you know, sometimes, Roleza, they have a lot of things that when it comes to weddings, there are some people who will look at every little detail to see if they could find a reason as to why the wedding must not go on. And that's not even getting to the part where the pastor say, what does the pastor say again?
If anyone objects to this union,
speak now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, before that part or even during that entire ceremony, there are some signs that persons may look for, right? Now, I came across a video recently where a couple was getting married, and whether it's AI or not, I don't know, but it's a good scenario for us to base a discussion on, right? So the people were getting married, and a bunch of spiders... that was me, I'd have been dead. But a bunch of spiders fell on the bride. Now, what was interesting in the video is the bride, everybody saw what happened, but person's reactions were really slow. A lady was recording, she kept recording. The husband just, his response was, he didn't even go to the bride, to be honest. They just stood there, and she sort of walked out of the camera frame that we were viewing the video on. And that made me, persons were commenting and saying some things, of course, but that also made me curious. Like, if you're at your wedding and a bunch of spiders fall on you like that, how do you take it? Because some persons look at spiders as a bad omen, and some persons look at it as something that is good in different cultures. And not just for spiders, but there are also other cultures where people look at various things as signs, right? And they take those signs seriously. And it made me curious. I wanted to know, what sort of sign would you receive at your wedding that would make you reconsider? Would you even reconsider after you've gone through all your planning, all this spending and everything, and you're finally here on your wedding day, and something, it could be an insect, it could be some other superstition that you believe in, some other cultural thing that you believe in. What would cause you to say, boy, I live in this one here, right? I gone. What would cause you to leave that wedding? If it's your wedding, right? You're getting married, Roleza, and a frog jump in the church, and your mommy tell you, if you see frog jump in a building when you're there, it's... let's say frog jumping in the building is a sign that your partner cheating, right? You learn that since you're small growing up, and you believe it with your whole heart, Roleza. You know that, and you getting married now on a frog jumping. You're going to dash with the values you grow with, or you're going to say, boy, I'm a stick with what I know. Oh, love is love, and you... What would you do?
All right. So let me first say good morning to Mr. Bascom. Every time I see the messages, as I always see it after the fact. So good morning to you, and I'm doing well, and I hope that you are also fine. All right. To Dianna's question, I don't necessarily believe in all these signs and like I'm such a direct person. So I have to know for sure. Okay, so for the most part, if my intuition says that my partner is cheating on me or he's not serious or he doesn't want to get married, those are quote unquote the signs that I would take. Anything else is indirect and is left up to interpretation, right? A frog jumping in, and if a frog is signifying a bad sign or whatever, listen. Frogs were here before all of us. All right. This is their territory.
But why did frog come in there? Like it ain't come there the whole time. It ain't come during church service, Sunday morning or Saturday morning service. So now you get married.
So if the same frog walks into my house the night before the wedding,
then that's the sign. That's the sign the night before the wedding. You have to watch that night.
Listen, I can't deal with people and all these signs and signs and signs. I am direct. And I think if God is going to send me a message, he's going to send me a better direct message than telling me an animal crawling through somewhere. Seeing spiders coming down, the spiders probably were living in the roof the entire time.
But why they didn't drop down until that point?
But who am I to tell them when to drop down?
What they had other chances to drop down. Okay, so the husband also he didn't even go to his bride to say, "Hey, you okay?" Nothing. He just stood there watching like everybody else. How would you respond?
To him not coming to first, did she scream?
No.
Well,
so maybe she's not a screamer. My reaction
would have been screaming in the first place, and that would have been his prompt to come and but knowing a partner of mine, he might just end up starting to laugh, right? Because I could see that potentially happening with, because people could be really silly. But I don't deal with signs. Morning, Joshua.
I laugh so much when I listen to this show because it's like comedy time. When I got married 40 years ago, everything went wrong. Every single thing went wrong. First of all, I forgot my wife's name.
Sign number one.
There was this part of the ceremony where you have 3 candles lighted. One candle represented me, one my wife, and the one in the center, Jesus Christ. And each of you, Yulan was supposed to blow hers out, and I blow mine out. The one in the center was not lighted. And then together we would light the one in the center, then blow ours out. That meant that Jesus is in control. Guess who blew out all 3 candles?
Joshua.
Joshua blew out all 3 candles. Joshua forgot his wife's name. Joshua ripped his wife's wedding dress from the base.
Joshua, you ain't gonna leave this man.
But look at how long Joshua has been married. So exactly. So if you have to go by these silly signs in advance, Joshua miss out.
No, that wasn't even for the sign. That was just for Joshua, just because Joshua was doing the most.
No, it's probably a sign for Yolanda what's it to come in the marriage, but the marriage lasting.
To make matters worse, when we go into the car, back then I had a Subaru GLX, a real sporty car. So we only had 3 cars in the wedding party. And my boss, he had a 4-door car because I work for an auto dealership. So he let us use one of his 4-door cars and he went fishing. Guess who locked the keys in the car?
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
You've been walking a long time in truth.
I was not a locksmith then.
Joshua.
So everything went wrong. People were saying that marriage ain't going to last longer than the amount of cars in the wedding party. There were 3 cars in the wedding party. And Joshua's been married for 40 years, unbroken, to the same woman. A lot of people who are saying, and church people too, who are saying the marriage ain't going to last. They've been married 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and the one they have now, like Jesus said, doesn't belong to them.
Joshua, thank you for your contribution.
Have a great day, ladies.
Have a good one, Joshua. Thanks.
Wow. Well,
so you will take all of those things as signs. You're a signs person.
The thing about me and signs, right? And God knows, He knows how I learn. He knows it's not an easy way. I don't think I read signs well. I think in order for me to see the sign, to know the sign, to receive the sign would have to hit me on my head hard. So I may see certain things and not.
So the spiders falling
figure it
on
out.
you. The spiders falling on you.
I would be out the church. No, the thing is, I don't believe in those omens, those creatures to say what's good and what is not bad, right? So I think if a spider fell on me or some other creature came in, I may not take it as serious because I don't look at animal signs, right? We're gonna take the call and then I will finish up.
Hi, caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning to you all.
Good morning.
I haven't heard you in a while.
At the day of my wedding, the record they played, Please Release Me.
Let me go.
And it's lasted 58 years.
Okay.
And it's still going.
Good.
Every time we have an anniversary, we remember the record. We always play the record. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, it's a trick because the word says, "Please release me, let me go, for I don't love you anymore." Is that song?
Yeah. But that was it was my brother unintentional, eh?
Okay.
Oh, you take care of that. Bye.
All right, bye, Mr. Gibson.
Now, for me to be at the altar with somebody, that would mean that I really love that person, I really care about that person, and I have vetted that person properly, right? Because I ain't going to reach to that point and then be serious about you. If my husband to be reacted in the way that husband reacted, as in something happened to me and he didn't come to me, that is probably what I would be looking at. I'm not sure if I would walk away from the wedding there because I would, knowing me, I would be thinking, boy, I don't spend all this money and I done did this and I done that. Let me finish this up and see where this leads. But if he didn't come to me, he didn't show any concern or anything like that, I'll start feel away and
but
probably
if he started
be thinking,
laughing as opposed to showing concern.
It depends on what the situation is, and
The
if it's
same spider, we'll still look at the same spider.
If I am clearly distressed,
Okay.
and he is laughing, I may just walk out the church. I said, boy, fire for that outside. Because what you mean, especially if I'm hot and I'm embarrassed, and you there laughing, boy, bye.
You
I
will
feel like
say boy bye on that day.
I feel like I would walk away. I might come back in, to be honest. I might come back in the church, but I feel like I'd walk away for a time. Like I can't stand there and watch you. I cannot stand there and hold your hand and say I do to you when you just watched me and you know, and knowing me, I afraid spider bad Roleza. So if you know that I afraid these things and you don't come to my assistance, I will catch feelings.
Now, I might kind of give an attitude. Depends on what it is. I might give it. So when it comes to kiss the bride, I might walk off, But I mean, it depends. It really and truly does depend. As you said, it has to do with the person's reaction because on your wedding day at the altar, men don't like to hear it, but it's all about the bride, right? It really and truly is all about the bride. And you're expecting that to the husband. Well, he would know you best in terms of if you're afraid of creatures, if you started screaming, whether to come to your aid or to stand up and start laughing. But I'm hoping that after he starts laughing, he would come to my aid. I don't mind you coming to my aid while laughing, but don't stay from a distance and just be laughing, right? But it really does depend on. But I don't think that is enough for me to take it as a sign, and number two, to walk out the church, right? It's just that we're going to have a very serious conversation, maybe after. And because it's supposed to be the honeymoon, beatitude for probably the first couple hours, right? But yeah, there is this interesting thing for me though, because like how persons would pour that candle, they pour the sand. Persons do these different things for to mark their union. For me, I always said mine is to like plant a tree. So you put the seed in the thing and we cover it and then we have to transpose it. No. In transposing it is where it is that I would start to get a little panicky because if when we transpose it into the soil, right, wherever we live or whatever, into the soil and the plant dies, would I take that as a sign? And I think that is what is my concern. Because I always say I want to plant this tree. Like this tree is to signify the growth of our relationship, You know, when we get older, we'll be able to sit under this tree. Well, it depends on what kind of tree it is, right? We sit under this tree. But if the tree dies, would I take that as a sign? And I think that is what it is that I'm a little bit concerned about. So I might just instead pour sand. All right. I might just pour sand instead.
All right. Then there you have that. What would you do? Do you believe in signs? And would you stop your wedding, call off the wedding because of a particular sign? I really would like to know if, for some cultures, would they do this? Would they really call off their wedding if they see something that they believe in and they think, and the elders say, no, that's a sign. This wedding must not go on. But anyways, we are done for the day with our talking. It is now 9:45 and we have to head out of this and bring you today's community day.